let me ask you a question. Did you ever buy a counterfeit or fake product online like in Shopee or Lazada? Well, as we may know that counterfeit product is cheaper than the original one, but there is also a lot of cons rather than the pros of buying those genuine products. Assalamualaikum and very good day to everyone. It's a pleasure to have you here today. First of all, let me just introduce myself. My name is Amirul bin KHAIRULNIZAM. My matrix number is 2021499804 and I am from class MC1101C. Today, I will be delivering a speech about why we need to stop buying counterfeit goods. Counterfeit or fake or knockoff goods are goods that offer of inferior quality that be made or sold under another brand name without the brand owner authorization. Seller of such goods may infringe on either the trademarks, patent or copyright of the brand owner by passing off its goods as made by the brand owner. That's why we are dealing with the brand that has a weird name like Abibas, Police Stations, Numa and others with brand names. Counterfeit goods can be seen at a lot of items such as in fashion category like shoes and clothes, safety items such as cars, airbag and safety helmet, and drugs like medicine. The counterfeit goods industry have been growing over 10,000% in the last 2 decades. The spread of counterfeit goods are worldwide, with the International Chamber of Commerce (ICC) in 2008 having estimated the global value of all counterfeit goods at $600 billion annually, increasing to $1.77 trillion by 2015. Countries including the US, Italy, and France are among the hardest hit, as their economy thrive on producing high-value products protected by intellectual property rights and trademarks. By 2017, the US alone was estimated to losing up to $600 billion each year to counterfeit goods, software piracy, and the thief of copyright and trade secret. Now, why we should take this counterfeit good as a bad industry? We're going to talk about the danger of counterfeit good to the consumer. Most people are likely to purchasing inferior goods. The main reason is counterfeiters are usually looking for the quick cash. They are unlikely to worry about their return customer, which means they have no incentive to provide high quality goods. As a result, what you buy may fall apart or cease to function shortly after purchase. Counterfeit outdoor apparel is designed to aesthetically imitate authentic brand, not made to strict specification of insulations. Placing trust in this counterfeit to keep consumers safe in a battle against the element is a dangerous game of play. Like for example, imagine you bought a counterfeit sunglasses. Sunglasses are supposed to protect the wearer's eyes from harmful ultraviolet radiation (UV). Sunglasses sold legally in the Europe, USA, and Australia are subject to regulation about UV protection. However, counterfeiters don't adhere to such safety standards. Since wearing sunglasses cause the eye's pupil to widen, counterfeit without UV protection are actually more dangerous than a wearer than wearing no eyewear at all.
So my UV detector actually gave me a UV index of 7 when I was in direct sunlight at about 11 o'clock in the morning here in Dallas, Texas. And then I took my fake pair of sunglasses and put it over the detector, over this little sensor here. And my detector actually still registered a 4, which means that these did not block out 100% of the UV rays, which is extremely dangerous. So after that quite terrifying result, I went out and I grabbed a real pair of Ray-Ban aviators and I took my detector back out and it actually registered a 0 for UV rays with the real Ray-Ban sunglasses.
Risks of counterfeit sunglasses include the gradual degradation of eye function, temporary blindness, and even cancer. What about the safety perspective when consumer using a counterfeit goods? Buying counterfeit goods might potentially put your safety at risk. Automobile parts, electronic, and safety equipment are among the most dangerous counterfeit items. Counterfeit airbags and their components can create serious problems, including non-deployment airbags, underinflation, overinflation, and metal debris explosion during deployment in a crash.
And this is the back. You can see the wires and the igniter. Now look at this. This was found inside the used car this woman was driving. This is the front, so it's pretty much disguised to look just like this one. But this is the back.
More than 2 years later, you can still see the chilling reminders. 34-year-old Sarah Loughran crashed her car head-on into a tree along Beverly Drive in Highland Park. In graphic pictures taken at the scene, you can see where the Carrollton's mother's face and teeth hit the steering wheel, right where an airbag should have deployed.
National Public Radio reported recently on the risk posed by counterfeit bicycle helmet that don't come close to passing standard safety tests. In one such test at Specialized Bicycle in Northern California, a counterfeit helmet failed several tests, including one that mimics a bicycle head hitting a curb. In that once, the fake helmet broke in half. Specialized bicycle tester Clint Matacola say if a rider would have a similar accident wearing the counterfeit helmet, he or she would likely suffer a skull fracture, brain damage, or death. These helmets are primarily manufactured overseas and sold over internet sites like eBay. It could be difficult to track down a manufacturer and file an injury lawsuit.
What's the big deal? Matacola performed an impact test required by law for all bicycle helmet certifications, showing what happens when the helmet hits a solid surface head-on in a crash. The authentic helmet passes. It suffers a couple cracks, but the energy of the impact is absorbed by the helmet as it's supposed to. As for the counterfeit,
see with the counterfeit helmet how it cleaves apart and has a catastrophic failure.
So it is important to be careful buyer to ensure you are getting the authentic tested helmet. With that out of the way, let's talk about the impact the economic that counterfeit goods does to the other genuine company. Your decision have a direct impact on the company abilities to produce the final product. Counterfeit costs businesses a lot of time and money to combat. This implies they won't be able to spend the money on more legal product or on hiring more people to create and sell them. In economic side, counterfeiting has a direct effect on government expense and tax revenue. It has an adverse impact on employment too, which is experienced by the retailer, supplier, and supply chain. The World Trademark Review talked to a panel of industry experts representing different countries like China, USA, Ukraine, and Russia to discuss how business owners can fight illicit trading of goods. Did you know that when you buy a counterfeit goods, it also makes you support the black market industry? Counterfeiting is no more a petty crime of producing and selling cheap fake items, but has become a part of organized crime. It is an organized platform where the successful group get the support of others. It helps them to conduct illegal activities underneath. The criminal world is interconnected and get immense support from each of the elements. In conclusion, I believe that people purchase counterfeit items because they do not have enough money to purchase the genuine item, or because it is too much expensive when compared to the other alternative. However, we can see that there are several incidents of people being killed as a result of wearing or using counterfeit items, primarily due to the safety concern. Furthermore, we can observe many people falling for the misleading advertisement and developing new health problems that cost more money to treat. And finally, companies that create the original product might be involved in the shady business that can lose their ability to produce more product for their customer. I hope my speech will change everyone's perception on buying counterfeit goods. I would like to apologize if I offended anyone with my words intentionally or unintentionally. Thank you so much for lending your ears and eyes throughout my speech. My name is Amirul bin KHAIRULNIZAM. Assalamualaikum and goodbye.